Hello, everybody. Welcome back to my channel. And today, I want to give you guys some of my thoughts on the more recent episode of the Boruto anime, Boruto episode 220. Now, this is a big number because if I remember correctly, part 1 of Naruto also only had 220 episodes before we moved to Shippuden. I could be wrong, correct me if I'm wrong, but last time I checked, it did only have 220 episodes, and then we started with Shippuden at episode 1. So, just like last week's episode, I'm not going to go over everything that happened in this episode because a lot of the events that took place in this episode already took place in the manga. So, if you want to know my thoughts on that, just go check out my manga reviews. I can't remember if it was chapter 58, 57, because we are getting the anime is getting pretty close to where the manga is. And that's why I think that based on the preview for the next episode, we're gonna get into anime only content, and it's gonna be like that for a while to give the manga a chance to move forward in order to give the anime more content to adapt later on in the future. So we're gonna be moving into anime only content, as was confirmed by not only the summaries for the upcoming episodes, which you can go check out on my channel. I did videos on them, but based on also the preview for the next episode that was shown at the end of this current episode. So the thing that I want to talk about the most is something that happens towards the end of the episode, which I I I'm struggling to hold off judgment on this because it seems like they did confirm something that we've kind of been wondering for a while, ever since we saw it in the manga. And there is a chance that they could change it later on, but it seems like they did kind of make it definitive. And if that is the case, I'm not gonna like it because this was one of the few things that added a little bit of tension, not much, but a little bit of tension to the story. So, what exactly am I referring to? Well, at the end of the episode, or near the end of the episode, we have that moment where Amado gives Naruto the pills that are supposed to act as a suppressor to the Byakugan. He talked to Naruto about how he developed multiple ways to try to take down Jigen, and taking down the and having a Byakugan suppressing pill he felt like could do the job. Not necessarily because the Otsutsuki are known for having the Byakugan, so maybe suppressing the body's potential to awaken the Byakugan could be a way to suppress the Otsutsuki. So he gives him the pills, and then Boruto takes them, and then almost immediately they cut to a scene later where everything's just okay. They're playing the happy music. They're all eating burgers. They're all just having fun, and all of a sudden it's like whatever sense of tension that you had just immediately went away. Now, believe it or not, I was liking the episode up until now because it had the characters dealing with a very, very serious issue. It had Boruto being all kinds of depressed, basically mirroring what Naruto kind of went through when Naruto, of course, was still struggling to, keep Kurama in check. The seal was, of course, getting slowly weaker over time, and there's a chance that Kurama could possess Naruto and just completely break free. Same thing is kind of happening with Boruto, which is honestly one of the problems that I have with Boruto as a character, is that a lot of him feels like just a copy and paste of what Naruto already went through. But that's neither here nor there. Anyway, they actually did a good job of building like the sense of drama and sense of tension, only to just immediately just take it away. Immediately just, oh, here you go, here's some magic pills that just immediately take it away. Now, like I said, I'm holding off judgment, or at least I'm struggling to hold off judgment, because there is a chance they could reveal that there's more to these pills than we were initially told. But for now, it seems like if this really is the case, I'm not going to like it, because you had this one thing that gave some sense of tension, and it's like it just immediately went away. You just immediately took it away. And the thing that pisses me off the most about this is that, so Amado had these pills all this time, right? Is there a reason he waited until now to give it to him? Like, are you telling me he didn't give it to him after hearing about the first time that Momoshiki took over? And you realize that if he gave him these before, then Momoshiki never would have taken over Boruto's body, and he never would have stabbed out Sasuke's Rinnegan. That never would have happened. And yet now it's just convenient that he just so happens to have these pills. It's just now he's given it to him. Now again, I'm holding off judgment on it because they could reveal that, because a lot of people have had suspicions about Amado, and even in this episode, it's like Naruto even calls him out and says, "Dude, if you had this thing before, why didn't you tell me until now?" And then Amado gives this excuse of, "Well, you see, I created it to suppress the Byakugan, and Boruto having Hyuga blood could have the potential to awaken the Byakugan, and there's a chance there could be side effects." But I don't know, it's just, to me, it just feels like a flimsy excuse that the writers introduced to explain why they never talked about these before. I don't know. It's just it just seems a little bit weird to me. It just feels way too convenient, is what I'm trying to say. And again, they could reveal that, oh, it was Amado's plan the entire time. His plan wasn't just to get rid of Ishiki. His plan was also in some way to get rid of Kurama, and in a way to get rid of Sasuke's Rinnegan. But the thing is, he couldn't have known. Like, even Amado, as smart as he is, there's no way he could have known that all of that stuff would happen. It's just it's too, like, things are just, if that's the case, it would be way too convenient that things just so happen to happen exactly as he planned it to be. I really hope that's not the case. But if that's not the case, then it's going to be a case of just poor writing, just lazy writing to me. And again, I really hope that they just didn't eliminate the threat of Momoshiki taking over at all, because it's like this was the one thing that you had that introduced a small sense of tension, and it's like you just immediately dealt with it just out of nowhere in such a convenient out of nowhere way. It's just, it's good. It's just, I'm holding off judgment on this because I don't want to judge it too soon, if that makes any sense. I just don't want to judge it way too soon. So that's just what I wanted to talk about when it comes to that element of the episode. Guys, let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. You know what to do with all the YouTube stuff. Like, share, subscribe. Hope to see you for the next video, which is hopefully to cover the spoilers for the Boruto manga. I think this is going to be the last video that I do talking about the anime, because what's coming up next, I'm not really all that interested in it. So, I mean, unless you guys want me to. If that's the case, fine. But as of now, this could be my very last video talking about the Boruto anime. I'm just going to go back to talking about the manga. So with that being said, bye for now.